Hey guys, I hope you guys are about to enjoy the video that you're about to watch, and if you guys want to get access to awesome trades like this that me and Hayden post on a regular basis, all you have to do is sign up with the link in the description. Now remember, we're not always going to win them, but we're going to make some great gains along the way. Feel free to check out the profit and loss history on my website. Peace.
Hello everyone, I hope you guys are having a wonderful day and making some really good trades. And today was the first day that the Bitcoin spot ETFs that were traded on the New York Stock Exchange, or actually I should say like the New York ARCA, because that's where actually it was listed, and all of the ETFs were approved today, or actually maybe on the majority of them. And you can tell Bitcoin had a very big volatile move today. It, spiked up to as high as I believe 48,900, if I'm not mistaken. 49,000 on the dot basically, and then came all the way back down to 45,600. So a very volatile move today. Today was a bit of a down day in the markets, but it was bought up regardless. The dip buyers came in. The PPT, right, the plunge protection team came in to save the day. But overall, we remain in a bit of a peculiar situation here. So let's take a look here before I head over to the ETFs, because we are actually still in this bearish scenario, or this bullish scenario right now. The bearish scenario is showing us that we are still getting rejected from the sell area here. For us to get above here and to continue pushing higher, then yeah, it would start to really invalidate the bearish scenario, and you really want to look for the bullish scenario, which would be a continued rally towards the upside. But at the moment, I think there are some big YouTubers out there, you guys can probably tell, they were doing like big fib retraces here. And if we do our own fib retrace, just very quickly, just give you a bit of an example. If we pull it down to here, we basically hit the 618 retracement today. So from the previous all-time high to the all-time low, we hit the 618 retracement. And I mean, could it be done? Maybe. We'll have to see. Time will tell. Anyways, let's move on. Let's take a look at the Bitcoin ETF. So I have them all listed here if you guys want to, trade them or buy them. So we got the IBIT, which is the Defiance Daily Short Digitizing the Economy ETF. This is actually, I believe, the iShares. I think this is the iShares one, if I'm not mistaken. And this one is from BlackRock, I believe. So IBIT, I think, is from BlackRock. This is their Bitcoin ETF. ARCB is obviously from, Kathy Wood's fund. And this one was down. I mean, they all ended down on the day today. And for some reason, some of them varied a little bit. So down 6% here. BTCW, Wisdom Tree. This one was down about 3%. So again, it really varies. So we're going to see tomorrow if they all line up. When the Bitcoin trades, we'll have to see if they all have the same percentage gains. Maybe some will have more, some will have less. This one's actually pretty funny. The ticker name is HODL, HODL, and it's from the VanEck Bitcoin Trust. So this one is actually probably going to be a pretty popular one. Same for the IBIT and HODL. I think those are going to be pretty popular. EZBC, Franklin Bitcoin ETF. This one opened at 28 and ended down here at 27, a 6% move down. FBTC, Fidelity. So Fidelity has their own one as well. This one actually shot up 21% this morning and then fell 3% or 2.5%. So it's pretty weird, seeing these trade for the first time. And then so the old GBTC was delisted and the new one was listed today. And basically none of the, I believe, price action was removed here. So GBTC, actually all the chart remained, and they just technically listed it on the New York ARCA. So before it was on the OTC, now it's on the New York ARCA. And you can see Grayscale Bitcoin Trust, common units of fractional undivided beneficial interest. And it's been quite a ride. It's basically matching the Bitcoin price return is set right now, and it's been performing quite well. And we take a look at the other Bitcoin, Grayscale Trust, how do you say here? The other Grayscale Trust, not ETFs, I should say, well, they're technically ETFs, but they're not spot ETFs. So we got Litecoin, Bitcoin Cash, Ethereum Classic, all that good stuff. So you guys can check them out. They're very nice. But for the Bitcoin price, let's get over here and we'll take a look at the daily time frame. The Bitcoin price now signaling a red dot right now on this daily candle that we just printed with a 15 and a -3. We had a very nice pump up. Could it already be over? Who knows? I mean, we've gone pretty parabolic this entire time without any significant pullback. So when the significant pullback will come, I expect it to be pretty significant. You actually have bearish divergence on the daily now, with making a significant higher high and a lower momentum wave. 4 hour showing the similar situation. You made a significant higher high here with a very small momentum wave. So again, I could definitely see the price pulling back in the coming days, maybe getting a bit of a breather, maybe retracing. And if it turns into a bigger pullback down to like the 39-40,000s, then that's probably when I'll start to look for some longs. But it all depends on the current price action, the current conditions of the market. Because if the S&P starts melting down, then we want to be a little bit cautious and don't want to get into too crazy of positions, right? And we'll take a look finally at the wave edge indicator here, and nothing on the daily time frame today, but we actually got some pretty significant selling on that pop up today on that 4 hour time frame. Big whales were once again taking some profits and selling. And listen, I know that there is a lot of people that are making the case that things are different now, right? Things are different, right? That the US ETFs are now trading on the New York Stock Exchange, the NASDAQ, right? Stuff like that. And that big fund managers now have access to buying Bitcoin and adding them to their funds and stuff like that. But here's the thing that you guys may not know. These fund managers, they already had the ability to purchase Bitcoin for a very, very long time. There were Canadian spot Bitcoin ETFs that were approved 2 years ago, and people could have bought, if they really wanted to get that Bitcoin exposure, they could have denominated into US dollars or into Canadian dollars and bought them there. And Canadians, they even had US Bitcoin ETFs listed on the Canadian exchanges. So again, you got to ask yourself now, because if were the fund managers really waiting for the price to run up, 182%, 189% before buying Bitcoin? Or do you think that they would, have bought before and now they're starting to sell after this run up and retail is buying in? Because everyone that's saying this is the time to buy now that the ETF is out falls into the dumb money retail category, because they don't know what they're talking about, right? You have had a very extended move. You got to take a look back, right? You got to zoom back. I'm not saying Bitcoin's going to crash, but you got to take a look at when you are buying, right? And when these buy signals were coming. And we actually did get a lot of 2-day accumulation buy signals here at the lows. And then if it was followed by a massive run up, and then they start to distribute as the price was moving up, right? So you're getting a lot of similar situations here. You know, a lot of people are now FOMOing in. And I mean, I always advocate to be holding Bitcoin, but to be buying here and FOMOing in alongside with everyone else, it could spell, a disaster waiting to happen. So do whatever you want. You guys, know me, I'm very I'm very cautious. Sometimes I don't want to get into some positions too early, and sometimes it makes to missed opportunities, but I'd rather play it safe. Hex actually is one that we managed to grab before it ran up. We actually saw this accumulation at the lows. I bought a significant amount of Hex and it ran up 192%. We're getting some sell signals now. Is the rally over? I mean, we are extended, don't get me wrong, but again, FOMO and all this stuff can definitely kick in, and people can make mistakes, and they could just keep on buying, regardless of what the price action is telling them. But again, I'm just holding my trades, and I actually did take some profits today. I sold some hex, and then the price fell down actually 5%, funny enough, on the Bitget exchange. I guess it didn't have that much liquidity, and I pushed the price down a bit. Anyways, hopefully you guys have a wonderful day, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Have a wonderful day. Peace.